This is Dustin Howes with Affiliate Nerd Out. Welcome to the Nerditorium. Hey folks, Dustin Howes here, and I have gone through 150 episodes of Affiliate Nerd Out, and we have never gone through a best of solution. So without further ado, here's some of the highlights from my first 50 episodes. I feel so much more productive when I get to see people face to face on that side. But how do you go about, you're saying you got to get on a phone call to talk to us about this. What's your strategy? Use the calendar
Yeah.
link must be pretty clutch, right?
Yeah. So honestly, we're sales guys. Like
Yeah.
deep down inside, it's like, yeah, I'm an affiliate manager, an affiliate marketer, right? But I'm really actually a sales guy. Like a big part of being a successful affiliate manager is being a salesperson, being a good biz dev person. So you got to sell them. It's like, listen, if you get on a call with me, I'm going to tell you what the top guys are doing, not the exact way that they're doing in their secrets, but I can give you a lot of good guidance. I just try to sell them that it's not a call to waste their time. It's a call where they actually get value from it. And that's important to set that tone from the beginning, because then later on, if you want to do additional follow-up calls or anything ever again, they know it's going to be value add. And that's kind of like what we always try to do with these calls. It's not like, oh, hey, just to waste their time and get to know each other. It's like, no, I'm going to give you value. This is how you make money on this program. We're going to speed up the process. So if you can incentivize them with that, it helps the situation.
Let's talk about use case scenarios. You've made some great suggestions on Adele and some singer songwriters. Maybe they use it in the musical industry, but what else? How about an affiliate world? Do you see a lot of affiliates using this product?
Yeah, for sure. So we call our clients creators because there is a wide range, right? Singer-songwriter is definitely one bucket, author is another, but the bulk of our clients are really affiliate publishers. They are recommending a product and, we'll create content around it, either writing a blog post or review or filming a video, and hope that they will see some sort of economical return for their time invested into promoting that product. Especially these days, it is so rare that a website only has an audience from one country. The internet makes everything global. Surprise, surprise. 20 years after the dot-com crash, it's very easy to say that. But when you have that international traffic coming through, so few affiliate programs have figured out how to make it a seamless piece. So our real use case is just ensuring that anytime you recommend a product, that you use a smart link. And again, we are one player. There are many out there. I'm obviously a little biased about the technology we spent the last decade plus building. But anytime you recommend a product, especially with an Amazon link, you want to make sure that your whole audience can not only enjoy, shopping for it, but you get rewarded for those efforts.
If merchants are out there thinking about improving or creating an affiliate program, why do you think an agency is a good solution?
Yeah, I definitely think if you are a brand and you want to be serious about affiliate marketing, performance marketing, you need to really evaluate an affiliate marketing agency, an agency that has extensive experience. They have centralized teams, so you can really grow your program. As an affiliate in-house manager at a brand, you could connect with a network and you recruit your traditional affiliate partners. We know who they are: Coupon, Loyalty, the same big players in the space. But if you really want to find that other 20-25% that's going to grow your program and tap into a different audience, you need an affiliate marketing agency. At Acceleration Partners, we had a phenomenal publisher development team that really literally spent every day finding new partners for our global programs. And then you also get the opportunity of getting actual benchmark data to really see how your brand is performing compared to other similar brands with the agency. So I think there's a lot of opportunity, and at agency life they work really hard, but
Sure.
as an affiliate manager or an account manager at an agency, you are going to learn so much. First, you're going to learn more than you could ever imagine. So I think there's a lot of opportunity, especially if you want to get into the space and be open to different verticals, different merchants that you can work with. You can work with travel, retail. There's so many opportunities there.
What would your ideal scenario be? If you were to wave a wand and make a perfect program creating from start, what's a perfect scenario in terms of attribution look like for you?
Everything's top funnel.
Top
One click to checkout, done. The person hasn't been on the website before or hasn't shopped in years. So you introduce them to the site. It's the very first touch point on the way into the server. And then you track it straight through the log. They visit multiple pages. They read multiple pages. They actually learn and explore the site. It's not just a quick checkout. And you build a customer for life because they trust your site.
Okay.
The affiliate person goes out and they talk about the brand. They introduce it as a solution. They pre-sold and put the trust that they provide into your site. So the customer is even more trusting, and that increases the conversion rate from the program too.
All right. And so you're saying first click is the right way to go?
No,
And
never.
no. So
There's last click.
there's the last click. Okay. So what is the right click?
It's going to be situational. And so there was one audit I was doing on an affiliate program where they said, you can't remove these partners because they have 20% new to file. I'm making 20% up, but they have 20% of new to file customers coming through. And so what I did was a deep dive into the analytics because the program was only a couple years old. And we were able to see, wait, all of these partners were just intercepting the traffic and the customers that were already shopping. And before the program existed, all of that traffic was coming directly to us. So we ran a few tests with and without a program. And it turns out all of those customers were still shopping. The conversion rate was still the same when we removed the specific types of partners or these specific partners. And what happened was, yes, there are 20% new to file customers coming from this specific partner set, but those people were going to shop with or without. So even though that click would be a high value click, it didn't actually influence the sale, even though it was a part of the customer life cycle and the customer journey. It wasn't one that actually adds value. By closing that section of the program down, the company's more profitable and there's no loss.
One thing you and Greg Hoffman taught me years ago is in the application decline message, the email that goes out when you decline them, make sure to put in the, hey, we make mistakes. If we did, email us directly and tell us why you think you should be accepted to the program. And this gives them a second chance. So I give people second chances. Not all programs are going to be that lenient, but I think we're on the same page with that.
I'm not sure which of us ripped the other one off first with that.
Right. I know
That's
between the
definitely
two of
did.
you.
Yeah, and I fully acknowledge in our email, we actually say, hey, we make mistakes. And so if you feel like we made a mistake, but I also kind of challenge people because I'm like, this was based on the information that you provided me in our review of it. And so if you think that there's something that wasn't included or if there's something that's missing, by all means, get back to us professionally and share that. Let us know in some detail what properties you're looking to work with, how you drive traffic, and just kind of make your case. And if people come back, I mean, we're pretty forgiving on that stuff. If it seems like you have a plan and you have passion, we can't teach people to have passion. So it's like if you're fired up and you want to do it,
Yeah.
and you just need to learn some stuff, I mean, that's fine. We'll work with you.
You mentioned offline, like performance influencer and PR and merging these all together. Tell us about that journey that you've got going on here.
Yeah, so same thing. Like I started doing that at T-Mobile for 2016, just having the phone and thinking outside the box, bringing on influencers. Luckily, T-Mobile had a name where influencers are willing to work on a CPA model because I didn't pay anybody. So we built out the whole platform. And actually, at that time, I leveraged Impact. I hired Aspire IQ for recruiting influencers. And then I worked in Impact. I had everybody sign up as an affiliate in Impact. And then I gave them Impact tracking in Aspire. So it's essentially kind of what I thought was a beta for Impact and their creator platform. That's
okay.
We're leveraging some of it before, but it's kind of all the same thing. It's now much better than it was before, but that's kind of how we started with it, was just running influencers on a CPA model and just having them do it. Maybe $100 here and there if we really needed to pay somebody, but
okay.
Yeah, everything was on CPA model back then. And then that's the last time I fully did influencer there. We're starting to do a little bit more on Quince too. We have an influencer team as well, but yeah, I'll be leveraging some of the tools for like YouTube and TikTok for more. Luckily today with some of the other brands getting in, influencers are a little more open to CPA.
Yes.
Back in 15, 16, not doing anything at all, but T-Mobile helped people. At the time, people wanted to work with T-Mobile.
Quality of leads, without a doubt, super strong. But that is very impressive that you got along this far, just rolling off word of mouth. And also weird, like I have this odd thing in my head. If somebody doesn't have a website and I'm considering hiring them, I won't unless their website looks legit. And maybe you missed out on sales in the past, but glad you got it up now. But really, that is pretty funny that you have a developer mindset and haven't done that until now.
To be honest with you, about 4 years ago, we started breaking ground to do it.
Yeah.
I was really busy, so I hired another group to help, and I just didn't like it. I didn't feel like it really said about who we were. So I was like, it's kind of like the thought process behind, I don't carry business cards around because I'm too busy to hear it, so but you give me your business card and I'll contact you when I have time and we'll see who can do business. It's like that same thought process.
All right.
My mentor that really got me to break into my own company and start my own company. So I kind of treated it that way for a while. I'd be like, I don't need a website to impress anybody because the word of mouth speaks for itself.
Just when you take that leap into the agency life, you're going to take on basically any client you can. It's going to pay your bills. And then you kind of fall into this nice vertical. For me, it's SaaS companies, right? Like not a lot of people are servicing SaaS, and I jumped into it and have a lot of experience with it. And that's my database of affiliates. So you're in that firearm space is a little bit difficult. I can't imagine it's easy for like media buyers to be out there buying stuff for firearms and trying to buy Google ads for that. That's got to be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, and it's more challenging than others. We don't deal with brands that sell firearms directly to gun. We get most of the accessories, which is a little bit different because those companies that sell the firearms, like the actual firearms, can't have like Shopify stores and things like that. They're just not allowed. So we primarily partner with a lot of the content producers in that space. And there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
The space is filled with content producers, whether it be written, video, social. Just to put it in perspective, this one person that we deal with, they live in Texas, and we sent them samples. I just did a quick lookup of their house. They live in a $4 million house, and all they do is have a blog on firearms and accessories. And I'm like, good Lord. I'm like, it must be wrong. Like, I'm doing something wrong here.
No, man, I love going down those rabbit holes and accidentally digging too deep on a partner, right? And like even looking up their address is hilarious because I knew.
I had their address from a sample I sent them for a product. They just sent me their address, and I'm like, let me see. Like, I don't want to give away the town, but it's in Texas, and I'm like, good. I'm like, wow, like good for them though. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you think that the industry is so restrictive
Yeah.
but they've made a name for themselves and we're doing really well.
Dude, a new client that I'm working with and a new challenge. I like creating the partner personas first off. Hey, what are the top 3, top 5 potential partners that we're going to be working with that are generic like avatars, right? And then I make a list of each one of those, the websites that they own, the media outlets that they're utilizing. And almost always in that list of top 3, everybody wants content sites, right? But they're not going to be moving the needle early on when you have a client that is always wants results in the first 2 months. But how you prepare the clients, they will never understand. Like 2 months in, we're not seeing all the sales in the world. They don't get it.
I think that's actually a really important topic that you've raised, Dustin, because often this is something, especially from an agency perspective, that we need to mitigate with clients and kind of lead them down the journey of here's how a program launches. This is how long it takes to bed in. If you think about, and I like to bake, okay, so here it's British summer, we're going to be having, the bake-off, the British bake-off. I don't know if you get it over there in the US, but it's like massive TV that we watch here.
Okay.
Everybody's got the same ingredients. And they all have the same recipe, the same set of instructions, yet every single one of them comes out with a different cake. And it's the same thing when you're talking to clients. It's like, well, my competitor's doing lots of sales, I'm not doing lots of sales. Well, because you haven't found the right mix yet. So what you do in your back end after your customer converts and how you treat your customer and what your checkout process is, and all of these little things all mitigate what the end result is, like a recipe. So all the ingredients are more or less the same, but the recipe is different. And I think that's the most important thing, is that affiliates is not paid media. It's not something that you turn on and sales come rushing in like a paid Facebook campaign. It's really a long-term strategy that is meant to support and augment all of the direct, like, ad campaigns and things that you're doing, PPC, paid media, the long-term SEO. Now, if you think about SEO, you know that SEO takes a long time, and affiliates sits next to that. Sometimes you can get partners who can do sales immediately because that's what they do. They do direct advertising and they're resellers or whatever the case may be. Another reason why your segmentation needs to be good in your program. And sometimes it's the longer churn guys that are going to take 6 to 12 months to actually start understanding your product and start actually finding those right niche customers and bringing them to you. Timing and launching and scaling and growing are 3 very different strategies that need to happen in program.
Tell me about ClickBank. You mentioned ClickBank, and you have a lot of clients traditionally going through ClickBank, and it's almost a different breed of affiliate world than your traditional impact or share sale programs. And where do you, like, what is the ideal ClickBank product to be brought to this platform?
It's a great
Or do you
question.
think-
I actually just got back. I think I was the only non-ClickBank speaker. I came on right after Kelly Householder, the CEO, last week in Cancun, which was a great honor. It's like the 3rd time I've spoken there, and I just love that group. They're so awesome to me. Incidentally, ClickBank funded, gave me the first check to start 4 Rooms Mastermind,
Oh, nice.
2017. Yeah, I've known them for a long time. So ClickBank is, a network. And I think they have over 150,000, vendors and a little over 100,000 like affiliates. So they're big. And they're also, I think, it's a network where they run basically their merchant processor, right? They have really transitioned a ton in the last 10 years since I first started meeting them and working with them. And I think that if you're somebody that has health and wellness products, like especially supplements, and you're looking to really scale it in a big way with affiliate partners and media buyers, it's a great one. They have really great biz op as well. They have a great category on that. But if you look at their top offers, their top 10 offers across the whole platform, all 10 of them are all supplements.
Okay.
So that's like where you want to be if you're in that game. I wouldn't say this is the best for premium supplements. Like I wouldn't put a momentum on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it's like for people that like want to be aggressive in their marketing, not too aggressive, because I think out of all the networks, ClickBank's the best in terms of tampering down the claims and what you can say. But you can grow incredibly quickly on there. It's also great for info products if you're really good at that. Like my friend Emily Lark has had one of the top offers on that platform since basically day one. And she does a lot of volume with literally no physical products in there. So, if you have a good product and you can do it on a VSL or a good long form on direct response, that is the place for you. So that's where I would go. And they're amazing. They're like such great humans. Like they have, the whole team is incredible. And I know a lot of them and work with a lot of other networks, but I think trust is a big factor. Stability is a big factor to me. And they have that in droves over there. And it's a lot of Mormons, which I love. You know what I mean? I love me a good Mormon, man. They're cool to hang out with.
Affiliate Nerd Outs, episode 1 through 50 highlights coming up now. Listening to Affiliate Nerd Out, host Dustin Howes.